is the Constitution? The Constitution is one of the oldest legal documents that still exists today. The Constitution holds three parts. The three parts are the preamble, the articles, and the amendments.
This went too far? Did it go too far?
What? No.
Is this the page we're supposed to?
Yeah. Okay. What is checks and balances? Checks and balance is the balance of power. Well, the separation of power. There's three different parts of power. There's the executive, there's the legislative, and there's the judicial. What is the preamble? The preamble is the beginning to, well, it introduces the Constitution. It's the beginning to the Constitution, and it shows what the Constitution is. What are the articles? You have a question?
Yeah, in the last one, why was that picture of a dog?
I
That
don't
had
know.
to do with the Constitution.
Oh, well, okay.
Just a background.
Get,
Uh-oh.
you clicked on the picture, didn't you?
No? Yeah.
Close that window.
To answer your question, I just picked a random background for that. What are the articles? The articles show what the Constitution is. It shows how the jobs are and how they are run. They should be run.
Oh, great.
What are the amendments? In the Constitution, there is something called the amendments. There are 27 amendments. The amendments are like laws. They show what you can and cannot do. The first 10 amendments are called the Bill of Rights. The Bill of The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights are 10 amendments. The first 10 amendments of the Constitution. James Madison, which is me, wrote all of them. I submitted 12, and only 10 of them were accepted. The other two were vetoed. Two-thirds of the Congress have to vote for. Oh, that was okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Stop.
Click the arrow down.
Gotta stay with it.
Okay. Go back. Okay. Please.
Okay.
Okay. James Madison was the 5th president of the United States. He is known as the father of the Constitution. There's more than one reason why he's known as the father of the Constitution than he wrote a lot of the Constitution. Wait. Just click this out. Click it. Let's stop it.
It just
Okay,
plays
the
the
Great
entire thing.
Compromise was a big debate to show how many representatives were there going to be for each state. It was a big and long argument, and then they decided the bigger the state, the more representatives or delegates. The Constitutional Convention. The Constitutional Convention is when Madison and 56 other delegates met and they want to fix the articles and made the Constitution. Now just click the other. In the there's a lot of important amendments. One important, go back.
Whoops.
With the back arrow. Was. There we go. One important amendment is the voting age was changed to 18 years old. That amendment was made because they said if they can go to war, they should be able to vote. Another amendment that was made in 1971. Another amendment is women's right to vote. They made women's right to vote because they said it should be equally, and there were a lot of protests. And then they made women's suffrage. And then there's another one called prohibition. Prohibition was that when alcohol was illegal. But then they made something called speakeasies when they made private bars. So then, bars, and they had secret doors and all that stuff. And then they repealed the prohibition, which means now alcohol wasn't illegal. Some vocabulary for the Constitution. The Constitution holds our country together. The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights was the first 10 amendments of the U.S. Constitution. Amendment, a statement. The 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote. Preamble, the beginning of the Constitution. Delegate, a person that represents the state. James Madison may contribute more than the Constitution than anyone else. He is known as the father of the Constitution. The Articles, the second part of the Constitution. Madison helped write it. Now, vocabulary for continued. George Washington, first president of the U.S., helped make the Constitution. Roger Sherman, he helped make was in the Great Compromise. Prohibition, a legal way to sell alcohol and drinks. Suffrage, a right to vote. Black suffrage, white suffrage. Ratify, to approve something. They ratified the Constitution.
Look at.
Some photos for the Constitution. Click the arrow. Again. Yeah. That was my PowerPoint.